Alright, what's good everyone? Today we're going to be doing a trade recap on how I caught a 40-point move during the Asia session, so after 8 p.m. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. This is more so of like a discretionary trade as part of my discretionary model, where we had a unfilled 1 hour gap from the New York session. Obviously today, Tuesday, we put in a huge red candle, so it was about a 250 point dump, leaving behind an hourly as well as a 15, as well as these New York lunch highs. So we had a few draws on liquidity that I could have targeted to the upside. So I did wait for Asia session to start, and as soon as that happened, we saw a retest of a 5-minute inverse right there. So this 5-minute inverse came into play as we started to see resistance. And as I was watching price play out, I noticed a 3-minute SMT divergence form. So incorporating SMT in your trades it increases the likelihood and probability. So lower time frame SMT right there. We also did have a higher time frame SMT as well. A bit of a weaker one though, as it was equal lows and yeah, it was. It looked like it was equal lows for both, so that wasn't really considered a full SMT there. But let's take a look. Yeah, no, it was more so just the 3-minute that I really took. So my entry was off of a 3-minute. So if we scale down to the 3-minute time frame, if we actually just go in replay mode, I can show you price playing out in real time. So as we move into that 8 p.m. Asia session open, I noticed an SMT form right there on the 3, and then a huge volatility spike with this big green candle, which was the result of the inverse. So the 3-minute inverse, as well as a 2-minute as well. So there's a 2-minute gap right there as well. And they were overlapping. So as soon as this inversed on the 3-minute, I waited for. Actually, no, I had entered pretty much right away. On the 1-minute, it was the next candle, and I remember getting chopped up pretty badly. But that's Asia session, so I definitely de-risked. But I did have protected lows at those SMT lows and this 5-minute inverse, so I did put my stops down there, and I had a few targets. My main draw on liquidity being this 15-minute candle that had no top wick. So right here, which also ended up being in line with the most recent highs. So that gave me about a 38-point move overall. So as price played out, I was in a little bit of drawdown for a bit, but then I started to notice some displacement as 9 p.m. rolled around, knowing that we had put in an SMT in a 5-minute PD array, and the draws that were above were untaken, so my main draw was this hourly gap. So this, I did leave one micro runner too, so it wasn't anything, but I took most of my profits here, as well as I took partials at this 15-minute fair value gap that was laying in between this move. It was put in during this manipulation leg move. So in case I wanted to respect it, I had already closed some partials there, as well as tightened my risk, almost break even. So let's watch this play out. So at this point, I take about 40 or 50% of my position off, and I go break even, and TP smacks right away for the rest of my position at around 9 p.m. And then at this point, I have one micro running to this unfilled hourly gap, which was my main draw on liquidity since we left that in the New York session. So as we can see, we get a slight tap right there. It wasn't, I don't think I got filled there though, but I think it retapped it once more. Yep, right there. So I was fully out at 12, so I did leave my desk. I wasn't really like tempted to watch one micro run, but for the trade confluences, those were the main ones. And I think that it was really nice that we left this nice unfilled draw on liquidity, this hourly gap, during the lunch hour, so during the New York session. And yeah, this 15-minute candle with no top wick, the devil's mark, people like to call it. It has a bunch of names, but I do find it to be a good draw as well, especially when you have reversal confluences such as an SMT in a 5 or 15-minute PDRA. We also had this 5-minute rejection block right there. And yeah, that was the main confluence for these this trade. So this was a little bit different since it was a Asia session, but sometimes I do take trades on Asia as I see a setup form and a potential opportunity because price action has been a little bit cleaner on Asia, like given that the uncertainty of the government and the economical state right now. I liked looking at Asia session for the past couple of weeks. But yeah, this was a tier setup for me. If this was a 15-minute PDRA, it would be more so A plus, but I still trusted the discretionary model, put my stops at these protected lows, and targeted this most recent high. Yeah, so that's going to wrap up the trade recap for about 38 points. I hope you guys found this educational as part of a discretionary model, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.